Yeah, so, yep. Yeah, what's interesting to me is seeing some of these mashup teams that kind of formed for the first roller rage, and now they've gotten, like, it's interesting to see these teams get better year over year.
Absolutely.
As they keep coming back to this tournament. A lot of fun to watch. We've got one on tap right here. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got Bender letting the teams know to get to their benches because we are ready to go for the first jam. Bender's ready to start on time.
I know Bender's ready to go. Bender had went over to the 300 game mark yesterday. That was kind of exciting.
Oh, nice.
We didn't have a cape for him, but we told him that we could get a tattoo of a cape.
You can do that, yes. We have 2 tattoo services here. I bet they have flash tattoos of capes.
I bet they do.
We'll have to check.
I'm sure they do.
All right, we're underway.
Roller
First
derby's
jam.
imminent.
We've got number 12. That is Soccer Blue for Clowntown as the first jammer.
303 for the CalSquad, which is Bubbles. So we got Blue Bubbles on the line. How's that?
We do.
In jam number 1 of day number 2. Take it away, Brother Cliff.
Well, we are underway. Soccer Blue is fighting at the back of the pack. That's Slamurai back there on bouncing back and forth on defense. They've already got the star off trying to get it around Slamurai. CalSquad's clear out the front already. There goes Bubbles.
Bubbles be fast.
Real quick up to the front of the pack. Now runs into those 2 Clowntown defenders at the front. Is able to get them out of play. You've had the star pass forward. That is number 39 for Clowntown taking over as jammer.
It's Care Bear.
That is Care Bear, thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Number I'll be seeing a lot, I'm sure.
Indeed. That was a quick jam. And I really like the way the Bubbles started on the top and went down and then back up.
Yeah, very, very quick through the pack. Very quick through the pack.
That was nice.
Tournament life, a CalSquad skater just joined the team. So...
CalSquad picks up 4 points on that jam.
They do. That's going to be Skid Vicious at the jammer line for Clowntown and Sammy at the jammer line for CalSquad.
Sammy D's with those beautiful leggings. Does break out of the pack, but is not the jammer in the lead.
Skid Vicious out in front. Skid, one of our home team skaters, skates on the bank a lot. Catching up to the pack quickly. He's going to weave through and get what she can, calls it off. Sammy was coming in late, slides into a couple of his own blockers. Looks like everybody's, no, excuse me, a couple of Clowntown blockers. Everybody's okay, it looks like.
We did see a couple of clowns tangle up there at the end of the day. But they got up and everybody's fine.
Yeah, everybody's back up on their skates. Boy, penalties really rattling in here. And we've got a jammer penalty on Sammy. Could have been part of that late slide in, may have been a low block, but we have an early power jam for Clowntown. We have points for both sides there. They actually did. Sammy got 2 points on the end. So 6-2 CalSquad. And Bones at the jammer line all by himself. Blocked off the track down there in the corner. Excellent blocking by one of the CalSquad blockers. That's number 5.
Wyatt?
Wyatt down there,
That's
yes.
Wyatt. Let's start a Wyatt. Bones is out front, grabbing that lead jammer status. Coming up on that pack again, that's right in front of the announcer house.
And
Jaeger in there trying to make holes for Bones, and enough to where Bones did get through clear.
Yeah, very staggered pack, still kind of spread out, so that's going to give Bones a chance to kind of play slalom here, up to the high. Now right up into Wyatt's face, and Wyatt is not giving. Wyatt, excellent blocking in the front end of the pack to slow that scoring pass down.
Yeah, Wyatt just needs a little help.
Yeah, that was excellent defense on the front of the pack by number 5 for CalSquad.
Whole bunch of points on that jam. We're going to have a lead change. Clowntown going to take the lead 12-6.
We did. Very quick, but I'm going to say Clowntown getting 10 points on that is probably a victory for CalSquad given the small size of that pack. I would say well done by CalSquad to keep that to 10. This is Gare Bear now starting on the jammer line for the first time for Clowntown. But we're going to have an official timeout before we get to that. It was going to be Kenny McFalcon. We had an OPR reporting something in, so Castro's over there talking to them, and Freya's going to call timeout.
This timeout is brought to you by Arizona Derby Devils merch booth. Be sure to visit the Arizona Derby Devils merch booth to get your favorite league and team merchandise. They've got brand new t-shirt designs from your favorite teams, and check out our discounted merch. You can grab some keychains, tote bags, patches, and more. That is your Arizona Derby Dames merch booth. You can also go to Red Hot and get a name and number on it while you wait.
Yes. And Red Hot's got, by the way, Red Hot has shirts on demand, Roller Rage shirts. If you missed out on pre-order shirts, Red Hot has shirts on demand for Roller Rage. We wanted to let everybody know that. I heard people asking about that yesterday. Back to it, still Kenny McFalcon and Gare Bear got blasting around. Wow. Everybody out now.
McFalcon must have saw a mouse because McFalcon just went down there fast. That jam's going to get called, and we're going to switch out teams.
Man, this is really like this feels like Roller Rage 101 right here. Just super fast, super physical, ricocheting off the rail, bouncing around. We've got Stitches on the jammer line for Clowntown right in front of me. And for CalSquad,
11, maybe?
CalSquad, looks like that. Maliboomer, thank you. Maliboomer, appreciate it. Trying to get a look at that number, but there's a good look at it. That is definitely Maliboomer. Former junior for the San Diego, longtime junior, graduated, now longtime adult league skater with San Diego, I believe. Still down in the corner, still nobody clear. We're halfway through the jam, better than halfway through the jam. And now finally out the front of the pack goes Stitches with about 18 seconds to work. Maliboomer, deposited on the infield once again, is still trying to find an opening. As Stitches begins weaving through on a scoring pass and finds an opening around that last blocker for CalSquad and watches the clock expire.
Stitches says, that's enough for me. Makes it through and calls it off. Morning, Blazing.
So, 5 points.
Morning, Mishy. Thanks for joining us today. And thank you for all your help yesterday with the lead change stuff and everything.
We've got another Clowntown Power Jam here in the early going. Bones on the jammer line by himself once again. Another jammer penalty picked up by CalSquad. So there's Bones now.
5 jams in and 2 power jams. Last line of defense. Bones does get through.
Bones gets through. The blocker came off, and everybody in the arena more or less was yelling at him to go.
Bones comes around on a scoring pass. Busts through the pack. It goes to the high, but runs into some defense.
Yeah, he's run up against the rail there, dealing with number 112 for CalSquad. Boomy boom swing. Finally gets through. Slamurai in there doing defense as well, as Slamurai does.
Scarenhager in there cleaning shop, too.
And Bones finishing off a scoring pass, spinning around. Down to the infield. It's another 10-point power jam. However, I heard that's your jammer, and during a power jam, that's a pretty dead giveaway that we're going to have a reflexive power jam the other way. And it is out there to do for CalSquad, the power jam number 303. That is Bubbles.
Bubbles.
That was a 10-point power jam for Clowntown, 27-6 at the moment. Clowntown has a blocker down, so CalSquad's got a blocker advantage and the power jam here.
Bubbles goes to the outside and tries to get through on that rail. Nothing there. Goes down to the low. Weaves right through. Runs it into a 2-wall of Clowntown defense. Morphs it into a 3-wall. Bubbles pushing on that 3-wall. Clowntown in the front of the pack. Meanwhile, CalSquad locking down that defense in the back.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that goad. They're trying to get the front blockers far enough out of play and just were not able to do it. Bubbles really took a beating up there against that front wall.
Absolutely.
It took a second to kind of get her bearings, and now he's going to go at it again. It's just getting knocked into the rail repeatedly. Who is that in there?
That's Gare Bear and a player to be named later.
Skimbleshanks, the Railway Cat, and Gare Bear are in there doing work at the back of the pack.
Skimbleshanks, the Railway Cat. You can tell by the whiskers on the face.
Yes. 7 seconds left. This is going to be a defensive stand by Clowntown on the Power Jam.
Well, it's going to come to a close. And I would say that that's like a penalty kill, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got number 0, Sammy D. Wait a second.
False start. Let's go back and start again.
All right.
We got a little bit too much momentum there, Sammy.
We have an official timeout. 6:37 to go in the first half. Clowntown is in front at the moment, 27-6 on the strength of a couple of power jams, a couple of 10-point power jams, and then a defensive stand as we went into this timeout.
This timeout brought to you by our good friends over at Siphon Draw Apothecary. Handmade organic skincare with the finest organic, local, and ethically sourced ingredients available. Siphon Draw was created by Arizona Derby Dames legend Colleen Sinclair, a.k.a. Dolly Des Mortas. And as a skater-owned and operated, we offer a wide variety of skincare products as well as doctor-recommended topicals for pain and eczema. Visit us at the Goldfield Ghost Town in Apache Junction or order from our website. We ship everywhere. SiphonDraw.com to learn more.
And you know that Siphon Draw booth will be right down here, right at the apex of turns 3 and 4. They'll be uncovering all that fantastic merchandise here in a bit.
You don't have to drive to the goods. You can just
you
visit.
can right down here while you're here. You don't have to. Goldfield Ghost Town is fun. Meanwhile, back to the action.
Jam 8.
Sammy D's for CalSquad, and All of You Die for Clowntown just got knocked off hard off the track by Iggy Cox. There's so many great defenders on CalSquad. Wreck-It Ralph. Iggy Cox, Slamurai, Wyatt. So many great defenders on CalSquad, seriously. There's Stitches getting out for Clowntown. Stitches gets around the track quickly, but gets clipped off the track there. All the momentum sapped. 22 seconds left in this jam.
D's with the star stash, looking for a pivot or a way through.
Anything he possibly can. That Clowntown defense has been strong at the front of the pack throughout this bout.
That's Baby Stelly and company.
Now everybody kind of springing around. I see Stitches got deposited on the infield. Sammy was also rudely deposited on the infield.
Hurricane Heather, Lemon, and Baby Stelly.
Yeah.
That's 3 people I don't want to skate around ever.
That's also correct, yeah. There's 2 very strong squads, Team timeout, CalSquad. So they have used their first half timeout. 5:19 to go. That's 3 points for Clowntown, 30-6 at the moment.
Huge shout out to Ripple to Wave Foundation, who's been consistently working with us to help better the community through compassionate outreach across vital causes. Do you have more information on that, Kev?
I really don't. I've just been reading that faithfully, and huge shout out to Ripple to Wave.
Ripple to Wave.
Yes.
Check him out.
Don't forget.
I promise, by the next game that I call, I will have more information for you.
Alrighty.
Also want to talk about our good friends over at Monarch Skates. Deliver next-level performance, durability, and design for a value that can't be beat. Elevate your ride with Monarch Skates.
Don't forget, coming down to the arena today, we've got 2 flash tattoo services. We've got Astro Tats will be setting up. That's Astro Thought, one of our league skaters with the Runaway Brides. Astro will be giving flash tattoos over there. And Raya Riot is setting up in front of the manager's office, over there where that black clock is along the back straightaway. Raya Riot doing flash tattoos, insanely popular. Bones was over there. Bones with Raya Riot, not Bones on Clowntown. Bones was saying how busy they were yesterday, so get in and sign up for those flash tattoos. We're back to it.
Scaren Yeager wearing the star for Clowntown, going up against Mac Falcon for the CalSquad. Scaren Yeager out front and lead. McFalcon got clear, but wasn't legal, so had to recycle
looked like,
back.
Looked like. We'll have to check on that and see the legality of that after this bout, because he spun way up on the track and had to
Meanwhile,
reestablish.
Scary Yeager coming through on a scoring pass, running in the back of 83.
25 seconds left on this jam clock. Kenny McFalcon is yet to get out. Like we said, he was nearly clear, but had to reestablish and get off the track and reestablish behind the pack. Yeager around the outside easily. I like how Yeager's just wearing the red windbreaker because it's cold in here.
It is a little chilly in here.
A little bit, yeah. I'm dressed warmly. You're dressed brightly.
Well, usually I'll take the jacket off to call, but I left it on today. Whole bunch of points.
Ends up being 13 points for Scary Yeager and Clowntown on that jam. Very productive, and a penalty on Kenny McFalcon. I am going to guess, I can't see the whiteboard, but I'm going to guess that that was a cut penalty.
I would, I talked about it there early in that jam.
Yeah. Now Clowntown's going to use their first half timeout, so Clowntown's going to talk it over after putting 13 points on the board, 43-6 with 3:49 to go in the first half.
It looks like I'm given a card here to talk about something else. Lace Those Eights. It's a nonprofit, office-free wheel and bearing maintenance workshop. Most lake and trail skaters around PHX surrounding area. They got a free giveaway today with some Kaya skates. Go check out their booth over there. That's Lace Those Eights.
Another vendor joining us today.
Also got a nice little envelope. Probably a thank you note inside. Man, come on.
Joining us later, of course, today will be Tucci's Touch, 15-minute chair massages for $15. You can sign up at Tucci's table once they are here. They are not here yet, but they'll be here certainly soon within the morning. And Tucci's Touch specializes in trigger point therapy, targeting muscle knots and tension to relieve pain and improve mobility. Their injury rehab approach combines therapeutic techniques to accelerate recovery and restore functional movement. Do not miss those 15-minute chair massages for $15.
Raven Sweets in the building. Make sure you go by and say hi.
Lining up again for this Clowntown Power Jam, as we mentioned. And we're underway. Gare Bear up against a full pack otherwise, but he's able to get right by along the inside. Excellent work by the blockers for Clowntown. You can tell they used that timeout to set up their power O. Gare Bear now is going to get the pack staggered and get those last blockers outrun to the end of the pack.
Ooh.
Clowntown's got a 4-wall holding up a defender. Gare Bear with a little coping jump, little coping flick.
He wasn't clowning around on that pass.
No, not at all.
That was a little hop, skip, and a jump up front.
Now to the high side around that wall of defenders at the back. Runs into Slamurai, knocks Slamurai out of the way. That's not easy to do. That is not easy to knock Slamurai out of the way. I do not see that happen often.
No.
4 seconds left and is coming
Especially
up for...
Especially in that direction.
Yeah, right. And then this time gets knocked off down there in the deep part of the turn. So we'll have to check on the last scoring pass and see how many points Gare Bear got.
For everybody in the venue, go see Raven's Sweet Table. Plenty of breakfast items over there, quiches and stuff. Please go by and get you a hot breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. Can we call that a palindrome? I say it is.
I would say it is, yeah.
So we have our first palindrome of the tournament. Thank you so much, these two teams out there, giving me the little joy that I get from seeing a palindrome on the scoreboard.
So it ended up being a 20-point power jam for
Nice.
Clowntown. Got all those points on that last scoring pass. 63-6 Clowntown with just over 2 minutes to go until halftime.
Halftime.
Got your Clowntown jammer down there in the turn. That is number 814, Lemon.
AKA the Derby Fairy. I don't know if you're familiar with that Facebook kind of thing.
No.
It's a Pittsburgh thing.
Got it.
Kind of like those Yinzers, you know?
Yeah, okay, I get that.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people watching from Pittsburgh. Love you, Pinky.
Lemon calls it off, clinging to the coping, with Maliboomer coming in with a full head of steam. And gets 3 points. However, picked up a penalty, Lemon did. So this is going to be a power jam for CalSquad and Sammy D's.
I just want to say I love that a palindrome is still on the scoreboard for me.
It is.
It just makes me so happy.
And now it says 6-7, so the kids like it.
Absolutely.
Right? Sammy D's.
6-7. 6-7.
We're still working on the pack.
We'll get it together here in a second. And we're off.
We are off. There goes Sammy. He's going to weave and get out.
Weave.
Sammy D's is another one of those skaters who I think like 2 tournaments ago was like the first time he'd ever touched the bank track.
Yeah.
And like now you can definitely tell like he's got the legs under him now. Very interesting. I remember watching him skate, and I knew I'd heard he was like, he's a flat track all-star, but hadn't done much bank track. You can definitely see that, like, you see the work he's put in to be ready for this.
I really do like seeing those flat track stars come in and not be able to do it at first, but then keep coming and then all of a sudden, oh my God. It's a roller derby player.
It's very fun. It's very fun to watch this year in, year out and see these skaters come in. And it's, as I've said, watch it as it comes. Now that Clowntown defense at the front of the pack still holding strong, however. That pack has kept up speed as we've been discussing this with 5 seconds left in the power jam. Dees is still weaving in and out, but those Clowntown defenders kept the pace of play very quick.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one of those just race around the track 7 or 8 times. And another defensive stand by Clowntown. That is 2 0-point power jams for Clowntown defense in the first half. Thank you for the cheer for defense. Yeah, that's emphatic.
Yay,
That's emphatic. That honestly, 2 0-point power jams in 15 minutes is pretty solid defense. I don't care who you are. That's pretty good defense right there.
Absolutely, right there.
That's going to be Hugs and Stitches. This is the last jam of the first half. We got a very late penalty coming in.
CalSquad's going to lose 1.
All right.
McFalcon wearing the star for CalSquad.
Stitches is down along the inside. Had Bubbles in there closing the door. Bubbles and Ralphie. Ralphie doing work at the back of the pack. You know, so Falcons out for CalSquad. CalSquad lead jam here in the last jam of the first half.
McFalcon had a little help to get through there. Bubbles mainly.
Yep, Stitches at the back of the
pop.
pack. Falcons going to finish off that scoring pass. Stitches still not out, so CalSquad's going to look to hang extra points on the board here. 20 seconds left, plenty of time for Falcon to get around.
Bubbles and Mads at the front of the pack.
Stitches tried to get clear. Stitches still has the star in her hand. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it.
Grimace in that clown makeup scaring all the kids in the building.
Yeah, right? Grimace down there at the front of the pack. I wouldn't want to face that at the front of the pack. I wouldn't want to face Grimace without makeup. The makeup just makes it worse.
Well, that's going to take us to halftime. Go by and visit Raven. Get you some of those breakfast goodies.
Mama T's is open outside. All sorts of drinks and fantastic breakfast-type items as well.
Yeah, don't go around saying you're hungry. We got plenty of options for you out there.
That's right.
I'm Johnny Pepper.
I'm Clofton P. Grudge.
We'll
be
see
back
in about 3 minutes.
Yeah. Under 30 seconds to go until the end of halftime. First bout of 10 today.
Well, that halftime went by like the first half, did it?
Yeah, zipping right by. I saw the whiteboard turning around, and I thought I saw a jammer penalty on it, so we will see what's about to develop. But I feel like this might be a CalSquad power jam.
You're probably right. Shout out to Murphy's Law, Truck Norris. Miss you once again.
Yeah, I love all the people in the chat that are doing stats for this tournament. I love that
that's
so much.
amazing.
I did stats for while you and Loose Change were announcing the champs bout last year and had a ball.
I'd just leaving mine in my work bin there.
It is a CalSquad power jam to start the second half. CalSquad's going to be looking for some chances to get points in big bunches here as the second half starts, and this is going to be Bubbles on the jammer line for CalSquad.
Bubbles on the high, on the rail, trying to get through. Goes down for a little bit, runs into a couple of clowns.
If you
Says that's enough of that, tries to go high again.
If you're just joining us, Clowntown had 2 no-point defensive power jams in the first half, and they're looking to do the same here. So far, they've had a star pass ahead to Slamurai, and Slamurai is able to get out. Not able to get out. I thought she was out. From my angle, I thought she was out. Did not quite get out. Now, finally out.
Finally.
After 40 seconds, we've got a CalSquad jammer out in a power jam. So Slamurai now is going to try to catch up, but the CalSquad defenders are all together at the front of the pack. Slamurai is going to have to hustle to try to get up there and just get in there. Now is going to get some points. Definitely got ahead of a couple of skaters at the very least.
That's a Clowntown Ploctopus at the front of the back.
Yes, absolutely.
That was just wrecking shop up there. Scaring Yeager and friends.
Slamurai got 4 points on that power jam.
Oh, wow.
So 4 out of the 5 points on that scoring pass. Just excellent work, just diving in there and getting those hips in front of everybody she could. And 1 blocker down for CalSquad. That is going to be number 12, Soccer Blue, jamming for Clowntown.
Mally Bluer wearing the star for CalSquad. As we start jam 15. Soccer Blue around the outside, up to the high and through.
Malaboomers at the back of the pack. Those 3 Clowntown defenders not together, but were communicating well and knowing where they needed to be on the track. As Soccer Blue is fighting through on a scoring pass and is going to get blocked down to the inside by Lala Tiburona on the back of the pack.
Lala all over the place.
Malaboomer with the star in her hand is able to get out of the pack now and try to keep this to 1 scoring attempt here for Soccer Blue with 13 seconds left on the clock.
Ooh, Mally Boomer coming in hot there at the end. Don't believe they stole any points, though.
No, looks like Soccer Blue did get the call off. Kind of turned around and seemed like she was startled to see Malaboomer coming in that fast and called it off, but got it done in time.
Yes, Eggs, this is a totally bank track tournament. We could make a flat track out in the back where the food trucks are, but
there you go.
No.
Make the track part
Maybe
bank.
one day we'll do that.
Part bank, part flat.
You know
part
what?
flat. You know what? Have
like
1 turn banked and have 1 turn flat. Just keep it real interesting.
Some people call me bitractual, and I say no, I'm pantractual because I will do a parking lot roller derby.
Sure. Turn around, do it, announce one side, turn around, announce the other kind, right?
Oh, jam number 16 is going to feature Bones out front and lead.
Yep, Bones is out and gone for Clowntown. Sammy Dees is your jammer for CalSquad, and he is bopping around trying to find an opening. Now tries to throw some defense on Bones, and Bones just got by quick. Now Sammy Dees is going to race past around the outside and get by those Clowntown blockers while they had their heads turned. Bones goes down flat on his face. I mean flat on his face.
Ouch.
On the track. Ouch. You can see him really. He's got his hands on the hips, and he's got the gritted teeth. He went down flat on his face. That hurt.
Super hit by
Wow.
Becker there.
Yes. Yeah, he's still kind of doing that drift around and wheeling it off. That was quite a hit. Wow. Down on the hands on the knees. He really got hit. My goodness. Kenny McFalcon, number 300, and Gare Bear on the jam line for Clowntown.
Jam number 17 is going to start with 11 minutes left on the clock. Gare Bear grabbing that lead jammer status coming out of turn 1. Gare Bear coming around on a scoring pass. McFalcon hasn't got clear on the initial yet. Gare Bear goes down low and then goes up high. Picks up points on that pass and skates through clean.
McFalcon now gets back up on the track. He's got basically a personal defender there in Skid Vicious, and then just got flattened by Gare Bear, who then Gare Bear just elbowed a defender out of the way.
Boom.
I mean, just moved Valkyr out of the way with that elbow. Goodness
Gare
me.
Bear does have velocity on his side.
Absolutely. Runs up, and this time kind of collided with his own defender and tumbled. Springs Kenny McFalcon free.
Plus those knees. He jumped up, slid down, and then bounced back up and got through.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Absolutely amazing watching these skaters work in the pack. The way that Kenny McFalcon does pick up a penalty. So that is a penalty for Kenny McFalcon of some fashion.
15 points on that jam.
Yeah, big 15-point non-power
big
jam for Clowntown, pushing them up towards 100. There's 9:41 to go in the second half. Power jam for Clowntown. All of you die on the jammer line.
Olive goes down to the low and then goes right through the middle. Gets through and clear going into turn 1.
So the Clowntown Power O has been very effective here in this bout. We'll see what they can do here. They've got that pack staggered out just like they wanted in the back straightaway. Olive weaves to the high side. Stitches has a hat on Iggy Cox at the front of the pack there, and Olive gets by.
Much to the delight of the Olive fan club here in the building. Olive comes around on another scoring pass, but runs into that CalSquad defense, but makes quick work of it to get through. Looking for some help, gets it, and is through again.
13 seconds left on the power jam. Clowntown still holding up the pace of play. Got Wreck-It Ralphie at the back of the pack, is going to try to get down and block. Olive that time manages to get through everybody without being touched. Calls it off.
Clowntown having good games early in the morning.
So 10 points for Olive. Almost to 100, 99-20. We've got a whistle. And it is a challenge. Clowntown's going to challenge something that happened in that jam. We'll have to find out what. One would have to guess it's going to be a penalty because they got all the points.
Yes.
So we'll figure it's a penalty. We'll find out what the challenge is and what the results are of that momentarily. So we'll take a stoppage and play, 8:26 to go in the second half, 99-20. Clowntown is in front.
I want to give a shout out to our good friends over at Dead Star Press. Unique books. We got a whole library over there in the corner. Go meet the author. Talk with them. Find out what's going on. And get you some good books to read.
Hey, here in the arena, if you're looking for some food options to grab between bouts while you're waiting for the next bout to start, we've got Raven Sweet Haven has all sorts of delicious breakfast goods, quiches, breakfast pot pies. We have the snack bars, got your kind of drink options, Red Bull, Gatorade, things like that. Outside, Mama T's has coffees, boba tea, milk tea. They have also a lot of food items out there as well, pretzels, types of things like that. So that is kind of your options for breakfast items here in the arena. Wanted to make you aware, lots and lots of food and drink available here in the early going.
As always, we are a 501(c)(3) organization. If you got some extra cash in your pocket, just give it to us. We'll take it. Ain't that right, Cliff?
Yeah, that is always a thing. Donations certainly always welcome. If you're looking for fun or funky but always tongue-in-cheek apparel and unique items, visit Red Hot Print Shop, where they specialize in high-quality, fast service, and no minimums. Get your tourney merch customized today at their booth with lots of ready-made options and the ability to press most designs while you wait. They've got you covered, literally. If you missed out on pre-order shirts for Roller Rage, that's your chance to fix it. And like I said, I heard a few people walking around and asking about where I missed pre-order shirts. I didn't get one. Where'd you get your shirt? Well, problem solved. Red Hot has the design and can press shirts on demand today, so visit the Red Hot booth if you'd like to get a Roller Rage shirt done on demand.
And you too can be red hot. That was the Saturday copy too. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Lace those aces over there. Help you clean your bearings and stuff. As all my quads out there. You
Yep.
can do. It's a full service skate shop at Oh My Quad.
Yep, we've got later on today. We're going to have the Coffin Draggers merch booth will be opened up. I believe the Brutal Beauties are selling merch. The Midway Magic has a merch booth.
Yes, they do.
So you can get team merch that you can also then get customized at Red Hot. You can
Yes, you
get
can.
yourself a Coffin Dragger shirt and get that done at Red Hot. So that is absolutely available and welcome to you. We got the Derby Dames merch booth, as you already mentioned too. If you want to get more league merchandise, you can get that printed at Red Hot while you're here. So yeah, get yourself a new team shirt for Arizona Derby Dames and get it printed by Red Hot while you're here. Get your name and number put on it.
Then you too can be special.
Challenge is wrapped up. Let's find out what the answer is, and then we'll get that to you once the teams have heard.
Oh, okay. They challenged the back block call, and
They challenged a back block call on All of You Die. All of You Die got charged with 2 back blocks on that jam. So I'm going to guess that they challenged that to keep Olive from fouling out, would be my only guess. And unfortunately, not successful. Penalty
not
upheld.
successful.
Penalty upheld. This is going to be a CalSquad Power Jam upcoming.
This challenge brought to you by the RDOA.
That's right.
Check them out on Facebook. Good
So, yeah.
organization.
Looking down, trying to see. I can't quite see from here. I'm trying to see if Olive's helmet is off down in the penalty box, but she may have fouled out. That could have been what they were doing. Did pick up 2 penalties on that jam, did she? So this is a power jam. Malaboomer on the jammer line for CalSquad halfway through the second half. All right, back to the action after that long challenge process. Malaboomer quickly to the front of the pack. Scary Yeager hanging on to the other blocker up there to stay on the track.
Yeager and Stitches are formidable too while there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Malaboomer calling out blocking instructions and is now going to try to take off and they're going to try to run the accordion if they can. Not quite able to get those front blockers out of play, unfortunately. So they will try again. They're going to try to get a defender up inside there. Malaboomer's tries to go up and just go right down Main Street, and Gare Bear says no dice.
You add Skid Vicious and Gear Bear to the Stitches and Scary Yeager, and you got a block to put some Clown Town up the front that you're not getting through that.
Yeah, that was a challenge, but also could have definitely been. I know Infidel Castro will love this, and he's busy on the track right now and didn't hear me, but he's a big proponent of using that challenge as an extra team timeout.
For sure.
And that definitely was, I would say, with Clowntown surrendering not even a single point there, I'm going to say that Clowntown was talking about that during that challenge process.
Sammy D's out doing skateboard tricks on the bank track.
Sammy
Calling them
D's.
out as they do them.
That's
so.
right.
Going up against Bones in what's going to be jam number 20. Both jammers go up to the high end, nothing there but some defense.
Does Sammy D skate? Does he skateboard? I'm going to
Yes,
guess.
yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There we go. That all makes sense now.
Doesn't it? Sammy D's clear out front and
Yeah,
lead.
out for CalSquad. Bones not out yet. Bones has the star off for Clowntown. That bright yellow helmet in there is easy to spot. So now has passed it forward. Taking over as jammer is going to be Mad as Sin, number 17. So Sammy's going to call it off, Sammy D's. Mads taking over as jammer for Clowntown to force the call off and waves to the crowd. Don't often get to see Mads wearing the star on her head.
Wowzers. Shout out to Orange Whip. Eggs Benny, thanks for coming in. You are at the right spot. You'll see Lockford next. Mech Falcon and Soccer Blue up on the line going into jam number 21. We got 5:52 on the clock. Both jammers playing a little defense with each other before they get into the pack.
Yeah, Mick Falcon was in there definitely hard jammer defense. Now looking for an opening. Oop, tried to peek around. I saw him literally try to peek around that Clowntown blocker. Went, oh, can't fit.
Nope.
Spun
Not
back
enough
around.
Room.
Yeah,
that's
that was
Baby Stelly
yeah,
out there.
that's Baby
wrecking shop.
Stelly, right, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So we watch along the back straightaway. Neither jammer out yet. We've got now racing around the outside. There goes Soccer Blue for Clowntown to get out.
Pit Bulldozer.
114.
Down in here now, we've got Bubbles is going to, wow, Bubbles got right in the right place. Big block. Wiped out the jammer, wiped out a blocker for Clowntown. Great block by Bubbles on the back of the pack. At the front of the pack, McFalcon trying to get by and just nothing doing. Baby Stelly just all over it. Man, Baby Stelly is a defensive whirlwind up there at the front of the pack.
Lemon, Pet Bulldozer, and Baby Stelly. Oh, my.
Yeah, this is honestly, these two squads together is kind of a defense fan's dream.
Crazy.
Really, really is. Slamurai on the jammer line. Slammer jammer. Slamurai on the jammer line for CalSquad. Skid Vicious for Clowntown.
Skid Vicious taking a break from that awesome defense to wear the star for CalSquad for Clowntown.
We got
and through on the inside.
Slamurai out as well. So Slamurai is now, wow, Slamurai's got the hammer down. There go the arms. Slamurai's on the pursuit.
Jammer race.
Woo, Slamurai's coming, baby. Here goes Skid Vicious. Tries to get up there and get those hips around Ralphie and call it off. Yeah, Slamurai put the freaking pedal down there. That was quick, boy.
Sure
wow.
enough.
We've got a power jam. Slamurai in the penalty box. It is going to be Bones for Clowntown.
Clowntown.
Clowntown has nosed up over 100, 107 to 24. Bones, kind of the designated power jammer. Their power O jammer out there.
Power jam starts with 3.5 on the clock. Bones crossing turn 1.5 as your lead jammer. Bones coming around on the pack one more time. CalSquad trying to lock that defense at the front.
You know, I'd mentioned that seeing our home league skaters on these mashup teams that come to these tournaments. It's interesting that, like, I'm looking out there right now at who's on the team. Embezzlement is the co-captain of the Coffin Draggers. There's so many team captains and co-captains on these teams. It's really interesting to watch them all work together, you know. Really fun.
Exactly, because they don't normally work with those people.
Yeah.
And then they come together and just gel real quick.
Yeah, I'm watching Embezzlement in there working, as she usually does. She's usually the primary pivot for the Coffin Draggers. And it's fun to watch them working in the bag. Bones with a little coping jump down there in the corner.
Doing a little apex hop for us. Nice, nice, nice.
Sammy D's hitting the 900 up there on the jammer line. I love the 1, 2, 3, 900. That's the best part. And then jamming for Clowntown is going to be Soccer Blue. 13 points for Clowntown on the power jam.
I'm going to have to talk to Sammy and tell him he didn't do a proper grab on that 900.
Right,
so.
exactly.
Soccer Blue jumps out front and grabs that lead jammer status, so must be the power of that collar.
Sammy is up towards the front of the pack. Those Clowntown defenders are having nothing of it, though. Meanwhile, Soccer Blue at the back of the pack and is able to kind of use that stationary pack to kind of rotate everybody around and get through. 28 seconds left on this jam.
Stitches and Pit Bulldozer, the last line of defense, joined by Gare Bear and a player to be named later to form a Blocktopus at the front of the pack for Clowntown.
There goes Soccer Blue again. The star is off for CalSquad. I am not sure if Sammy has it or if the pivot has it. Sweet Home Alabama. They're going to line up and play a 4-wall here and try to prevent another scoring pass anyway.
Mox Nix on that because that jam's over with and we're going into another one.
Looks like we're heading into a power jam for Clowntown, and it'll be the last jam of regulation. If so, yep, I hear that's your jammer, so Sammy D's picked up at least one penalty there. But hey, you know what? He nailed the sweet 900. Meanwhile, all of you die on the jammer line for Clowntown.
Last minute substitutions.
Apparently not a jammer penalty. No, they said. Interesting. No, double jammer down must be what we have here, I'm going to guess. Because Sammy is definitely.
So.
Yeah, there we go. We have a double jammer down is what we had here. So no power jam to close things off. Penalties on both jammers in that last jam. All of you die. Kenny McFalcon for CalSquad.
And we're off. Jam number 25. 30 seconds left on the clock, and what could be the last jam of the game.
McFalcon down hard down there in the corner. I heard a big boom as he hit the track. Olive is...
Had one to beat, but that was Lala, but then it just morphed into a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, right. So now McFalcon at the front of the pack is going to get around Mads. Excellent, excellent shifty skate work by Kenny McFalcon to get clear. 24 seconds left on the jam clock as McFalcon is coming around. Regulation clock has expired, so this is the last jam of regulation.
Stitches now holding that star. Gets through the pack, clear on that initial. Throws the star on and quickly skates back to the pack. Who's static over there on the far side? Stitches comes in on a scoring pass, and those whistles rain down and bring that jam to a close.
McFalcon calling it off down there in the corner.
Don't forget to hydrate, everybody. It's important. I say we get one more jam. What do you think, Cliff? I want to do the trucker
let's find
sign.
out. We're going to find out if we get penalty jams or not. We had points for both sides, 4 for both sides up on the board, 134 for Clowntown, 28 for CalSquad at the moment. Let's see if that's all. Find out about penalties here from head referee Bender B. Rodriguez.
Who's officiating his 306th game.
Yeah.
In case you're keeping track at home.
He's going to roll out trackside, and with that whistle, that's it. No penalty jams. Still no penalty jams, right?
We haven't had one
Not
yet.
one. Not one. We're due.
We're due.
That is it. Final score, Clowntown 134, CalSquad 28.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you stick around for the next game. I'm Johnny Pepper.
I'm Clofton P. Grudge. This has been
peace, love, and roller derby.
Early morning roller derby in the books. We will be back with you in 15 minutes. Sam and Sookie with our next bout of the morning.